Hi, this is Norse. This will be a TNR GAP special. We will start with the AUD NZD. This pair does not have a gap set in the market, but regardless, I really like this setup. We have this pair is now looking like it's reversing. So we have a high and we have a lower high and we have a low, lower low, and another lower low as well. So I'm now looking to sell a speculation sell, third touch of this trend line. There's no fib confluence in this pair at the moment, but if we get a touch of this projected trend line before the 1st of May, then we will have a 1040 combination with a TNR. So I call the third touch of any trend line the TNR. The name is silly. I just call it the Norse reaction. Yeah, I know it's silly, but it's my strategy. You can make this your own. You can call it whatever you want. This is just how I make it, because trading on itself, it's extremely boring since we are only waiting. So that's why I make up these names. So on this trade, if we get the third touch before the 1st of May, we have a 1040 combination with a TNR. So my EA is already set to sell this, and my target for this will be this support level right here. So if the third touch holds, and then we get some momentum going down, we know that we have no liquidity or stops below this low, and it makes sense with a third touch of this trend line as well. So this will be a swing trade for me, and I will execute the trade. I will use a 50 pip stop on this. I have an alert set so I can take this trade on both my accounts. And the next on the list is Euro Canadian, Euro CAD. The 4-hour chart, we have this big open gap right here. We still have, let's see, 77 pips of open gap. We have 1, 2, and I'm looking for a third touch of this trend line. So I'm looking for a TNR trade. And we already know from the gap itself that a lot of entities and traders are now short and trying to close this gap itself. Their stops are above this high. And so on this trade, similar to AUD NZT, if this trade happen or trigger and we get a touch of this upper trend line or the upper projected trend line, we then have a 1040 combined with a TNR trade. And the standard deviation on EuroCAD on 1040 trades is, let me check, 27 pips. So when EuroCAD is going above or below a known support or resistance, it moves on average 27 pips. So that's my stats on this. So it makes totally sense. 27 pips above here. Then we have the trend line itself. So we have a 1040 TNR combination as well here. My EA is already set to sell. I'm setting the alert now as well. So I will be alerted so I can take this trade on both my accounts, because I really think this setup has potential. Euro NZD has a similar setup as well. We have a resistance area created here on the 8th of November in 2016. So we already know that stops are resting above here. And then we have 1 and 2 touches right here. But the only thing that concerns me with Euro NZD is that the standard deviation on Euro NZD is extreme. So the average standard deviation on Euro NZD is between 65 and 90 pips. So I don't have my EA set to sell that trend line, but I have the alert set so I can take this manually as well if I get failure at this trend line or failure at the highs itself, and then go for a gap close. The next one on the list is the German DAX. and that's Germany 30. So this resistance right here at 12,400, that's the all-time high index. And when something is above the all-time high in any pair, instrument, stock, or just marbles, I don't care. When something is breaking out, I'm already looking for signs to go the other way. It's just the way I trade. And as you can see, we still have this open gap on DAX. We have 1, 2 touches. So we then have a large pool of liquidity here. Alert is set on DAX. I don't have my EA to set this, to sell this instrument, because we have the ECB later this week on Thursday. So I expect a lot of fireworks to happen in the DAX and the Euro as well. The same with the ongoing French election as well. So I will look to sell this upper projected trend line, since we are breaking above the all-time highs and we have this upper projected trend line as well. This setup worked extremely well when I played the Japanese stock index. Let's see if I can show you guys this setup as well. Let's see. Here we go. I have a lot of. Here we go. This is Nikkei. This is JPN Nikkei 225 index of Japanese listed shares. We had 1, 2, and 3 touches of a trend line, so I expected this to be the high itself. Then the market just imploded on itself. So a 5-to-1 trade, and the same retest happened on the gap itself. I didn't notice. So that's why I expect for the DAX as well. So basically that's what I'm looking for at a moment. The third touch is very good. This is not accurate. So that's what I'm looking for on the DAX. We got the same setup on Euro AUD. Let's see. Here we go. Euro AUD got, no, that's Euro CAD. I'm sorry. Euro AUD. I'm watching this pair like a hawk, because we are now breaking out from a major trend line. So I'm watching the gap fill to go long. The weekly trend line is the yellow line, and my target will be the upper channel trend line right here. And Euro USD as well, it has the same setup here. I will also watch the gap fill on that pair. So there's a lot of things to watch out for this week. And as a reminder, NZD CAD, I still think that this trade is valid. So that's basically it. So set the robot to work, let him do the heavy lifting for us, and we will just see what happens on the back end of it. So that's it for now. So until next time, I wish you good luck and good trading, and I'll see you soon.